Good morning. Good morning. It's 7:21 a.m. on Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's time to get real. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's time to get real. Are we ready? I'm ready. You guys, I had a great workout this morning. I mean, it was one of my favorite kinds of workouts. You can see the workout I did. I posted it a little bit ago. And that style of workout is called a chipper because you chip away at it until it's done. You just do each movement once, you chip away at it, and you move on. And so it's my very favorite kind of workout. Good morning, Amy. And I love it. It puts me in a good mood. So I was excited to do the workout today. All right, so I've got two things to talk about today. Number one, I'm going to talk about our success challenge habit. Number 8, I think I might have put number 7 in the title. It's actually number 8, so I'll have to change that. So this is going to be number 8 out of our 10 success habits. So I'm going to talk about that, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about something I read this morning that is one of my favorite things I've ever read. So we'll talk about that in a minute too. So what is success habit number 8? Reviewing the 7 success habits that we've gone over so far for the challenge that we're going to take on starting November 2nd. Silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, writing, and listening. And so far, I think we're up to about 53 or 55 minutes out of our day to become the most spectacular, fantastic people we can be. Number 8 habit is water. All right, so I told you before, this is not a nutrition challenge and this is not a fitness challenge. This is not a weight loss challenge. This is a success challenge. Habits you need to be successful. However, we are going to incorporate a few eating and exercise pieces into this challenge. We've already talked about exercise, and the only other thing we're doing in terms of nutrition is water. I want you to drink your water. So I think it's extremely important to start slow, and I think it's extremely important to know why you are doing what you're doing. And so you are going to be drinking 64 ounces of water a day for 21 days. For some of you, that might be easy. You might already drink a lot of water. And for some of you, that might be a challenge because you never drink any water. 64 ounces a day. So that's 8-ounce glasses of water a day. It's really not that hard. This is going to add 56 seconds to your day. So I tested it one time, how long it takes to chug 8 ounces of water, 7 seconds. So 7 times 8, 56 seconds. So less than a minute, you can get this success habit done. And I might recommend, 2 glasses first thing, so 16 ounces first thing when you wake up in the morning to kind of rehydrate you and get you going. Then 2 right before breakfast, 2 right before lunch, 2 right before dinner, boom, done. It's not going to be difficult if you break it down into small pieces, just like you do or should be doing with everything else. So why water? It keeps your body functioning properly. If you don't have enough water, your systems, your metabolism, your body's ability to function and even lose weight is going to be off. And so a lot of the times when we feel hungry, we're actually just thirsty because we're dehydrated. And so if you get hungry and you just ate, an hour ago, you're probably dehydrated. So drink a glass of water. What counts as water? I get this question all the time. Okay, so 64 ounces of water. Does Propel count? No. Does Hint count? No. Does coffee count if it's black? No. Does tea count? No. What about, pop? No. All right. So, no, the only thing that counts for your water habit is drinking water. Nobody's allergic to water that I know of. Maybe there's somebody out there, but so everybody should be able to fulfill this requirement very easily. And why just water? Because when you drink a lot of that other stuff, there's either a lot of additives, there's artificial sweeteners, there's quote unquote natural flavors, which is something that is probably most likely unnatural for your body. There are a lot of the times what we choose to drink as quote unquote water is caffeinated, and caffeine and alcohol. They're natural diuretics, and they dehydrate you. So quite frankly, the more coffee you drink, like I'm a huge coffee drinker. I've already almost gone through a pot of coffee this morning. And the more caffeine you drink, for every 8 ounces of caffeine you drink, you should drink an additional, above and beyond that 64 ounces, an additional 8 ounces of water in order to replace that, the water you're taking away from your body because of the dehydration. And so I'm not going to make you do that. I'm just going to tell you that water or coffee and tea, I don't care if they're black or not, don't count as water. Okay. I took this challenge of drinking 1 gallon of water a day, which I don't remember how many ounces that is, 128, I think. And I thought it was going to be horrible. It was tough for about the first week. And then after that, I kind of got used to it. So I will tell you, find all the bathrooms, know where all the bathrooms are within like a 5-mile radius of wherever you are at all times. Because if you're unaccustomed to hydrating that much, you're going to have to pee a lot. But it is just going to, it will help you. So that is the only eating or nutrition habit I'm asking you to do, is drink 64 ounces of water. So that's that. Now let's talk about what I read this morning. So I'm reading the book, The One Thing, and this section was talking about accountability, and I underlined everything that kind of sticks out to me. I think I underlined the entire 5 pages or whatever that I read this morning, and I just wanted to touch on accountability, because you might be on the fence about taking this challenge because you're like, oh, I already know all this stuff. I already do all this stuff. Well, guess what? Knowing and doing are 2 very different things. We can know what to eat in order to lose weight. Maybe we just don't do it. We can know what we need to do in order to, for personal growth. We just don't do it. We can know that water is good for us. We just don't drink it. So knowing and doing are 2 extremely different things. And one thing that's going to help you to stay focused and on track is accountability. And that is what these challenges, or groups or coaches, or even sometimes friends, they provide accountability, not necessarily knowledge in a sense, but accountability and a checkpoint, somebody to ask you, hey, did you do what you needed to do today? And so it says here, there is an undeniable connection between what you do and what you get. And I hope you realize that. You don't just get something. It is connected to what you do. So if you practice good habits, you're going to get good results. If you practice lazy habits, you're going to get lazy results. You know what I mean? Taking complete ownership of your outcomes by holding no one but yourself responsible for them is the most powerful thing you can do to drive your success. Listen to that. You are responsible for your success. Nobody else is responsible for your success. Yeah, but he brought me the candy, so I had to eat it. No. Lies, all right? Well, I had to go into work early, so I couldn't work out. Okay, well, what about later? As such, accountability is likely the most important of the 3 commitments. Without it, your journey down the path of mastery will be cut short the moment you encounter a challenge. Without it, you won't figure out how to break through the ceilings of achievement you'll hit along the way. Accountable people absorb setbacks and keep going. Okay. Accountable people absorb setbacks and keep going. Successful people, they experience setbacks too. They just take it in stride and keep moving. Unaccountable people, people that blame everybody else for their actions, as soon as they hit a challenge, they stop, tail between their legs, go backwards, okay? Accountable people persevere through problems and keep pushing forward. Accountable people are result-oriented and never defend actions, skill levels, model systems, or relationships that just aren't getting the job done. They bring their best to whatever it takes without reservation. Accountable people achieve results others only dream of. It's time to be accountable people. And that is what this challenge is going to provide. That is what I am going to provide for you. That is what we're going to provide for each other, is the accountability, the check-in, the, hey, are you doing what you need to do? Because if you're left to your own results, you're going to make excuses and justify every setback and why you can't do it. Okay? When life happens, you can either be the author of your life or the victim of it. I think there's nothing, well, I'm sure there's something that irritates me more, but there are a few things that irritate me more than a victim mentality. Poor me. That is so much easier for you. Do you know how pissed I get when people tell me it's easier for me? I used to be 80 pounds overweight. It wasn't easy to lose that weight, and it hasn't been easy to keep it off. But every setback I've ever encountered, I've pushed through and kept going, absorbed the setback, and moved on, because I take responsibility for my own actions. Okay, so please do not be a victim. Please, 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 please. All right. One of the quotes that would always go around Weight Watchers, and maybe you've heard it before: if it is to be, it's up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. 10 like 2-letter words, 3-letter words, whatever. So 10 little words. If it is to be, it's up to me. I want you to repeat that to yourself every single day. And that's what I want your action to be for today, is to just continuously repeat that to yourself. If it is to be, it's up to me. Okay. It's not my job is one of the, that's one of the most frustrating statements I've ever heard. Well, it's not my job. Well, then whose job is it? Whose job is it for you to do what you need to do if it's not your job? It's your job. And if it's not your job, do it anyway. I always tell my daughters, who cares? Pick up the slack. You are going to be the one that benefits from it. You are going to be the one that learns from it. You are going to be the one that gets the results from it. You're going to be the one that people come to. You're going to be the one that knows what they're doing. You're going to be the ones to achieve the results and the benefits and all of that comes along with being the one that did it. Do it anyway, even if it's not your job. No one is born a victim. It is simply an attitude or approach. So please don't have that victim attitude. Highly successful people are clear about their role in the events of their life. One of the fastest ways to bring accountability to your life is to find an accountability partner. Hello. Accountability can come from a mentor, a peer, or in its highest form, a coach. Let me just tell you, one of the reasons I joined Weight Watchers, and I didn't realize this at the time, I just realize it now. One of the reasons I joined Weight Watchers was because I needed the accountability. I needed a group of people. I needed somebody to report to. I needed to step on that scale every week to have somebody tell me how I did, because knowing that I was going to step on that scale and have somebody else see it kept me accountable to practicing the habits that I needed to practice in order to get the results that I wanted. Okay, so it says here, whatever the case, it's critical that you acquire an accountability relationship and give your partner license to lay out the honest truth. People, we lie to ourselves. We lie to ourselves. We typically underestimate how much we're eating. We overestimate how much we're exercising, or we underestimate the responsibility that we have or that we play in our lives, and we overestimate everybody's effect on us. Time for change. All right, time for change. So you need somebody that's going to be honest with you and that you're going to take that honest feedback or criticism from. It is very important. So that is the reason that I like group classes, because they give me accountability. The reason I joined Weight Watchers, because it gave me accountability. The reason I like having a coach, because it gives me accountability. Okay, that is the reason that I became a Weight Watcher leader, was to offer accountability. That is the reason I became a coach, to offer accountability. And really and truly, that is my ultimate purpose and drive for doing what I'm doing now is to be a coach to you and offer you that accountability, because I'm not going to tell you anything that you don't already know. I don't know much more than anybody else, but I can be very honest with you and tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong to get what it is that you want out of your life. Because I've experienced it, and because I'm willing and I'm here to do that. And so use me as your accountability partner and coach. Individuals who wrote, it says, blah, blah, blah. Individuals who sent progress reports to friends were 76.7% more likely to achieve them. Yeah, when somebody else knows what you're doing, and then you have to go and tell them that you didn't do it, that sucks. So you're going to do it, and you're going to be like 75% more likely to achieve whatever it is that you're setting back. Okay, so accountability works. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find elite achievers who don't have coaches helping them in the key areas to their success. So here's the thing, alone is not the answer. Why do we think we have to do this alone? Why do we think because we have to go and find somebody to help us, or we should know what we're doing? Because we need that help and we need that accountability. Why do we feel less than? Why do we need to do everything by ourselves and everything alone? If there's somebody out there that can help you, allow them to help you, especially if it cuts the time in half that it takes to get what it is that you want, to achieve this, real life that we're looking for. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that and just tell you that is why you take challenges. That is why you find groups of people of like minds that are going to work together to build each other up so that we can stop playing the victim and start taking responsibility and action, or suffer the consequences if we don't. Okay, so that's my rant and high horse for the day. Okay, allow me to be your coach, allow me to be your accountability, and then I want you to be accountability for someone else as well. Okay, so your action today is to drink 64 ounces of water. I just want you to practice today. 56 seconds is going to take you. And then decide right today that you need the accountability and that you will be joining this challenge as soon as I get all the stuff out there that you need in order to join this challenge. All right. Thanks for listening. This is kind of a long one, but I was pretty passionate about that accountability topic. And I was just excited to share it with you. So have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.